gelatinous creature. Okay.
The key gun.
I suppose he is my strongest right now. So... Oh, large boy. Large creature. Oh my goodness.
Correct. We did zoom out.
I'm probably gonna play a bit more defensively.
That's fair. I thought DC cost didn't matter, my boy.
I'm still curious. Okay.
Problem. You burped the word problem.
What is your ability?
Cole Skull. I almost said Cole Stanker.
Oh, that's a card that flips on everything face up. Okay.
Sogen. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of pretty much just made a deck of cards that I don't really use. That was the assignment. I meant I used card, like, monster types that I don't really use. This is kind of just...
Kind of just smorgasbord.
Is it? I think it's Smorgasbord.
I thought it was smorgasbord.
I don't think it's board, I think it's Borg. Like Cyborg.
Well, now I have
Smorg... Guess...
I guess you're already Googling it.
Smorgasbord.
Oh, yeah, it is board. It's a
Board of
restaurant
Schmorgas.
in Fresno.
Oh. If only we knew anyone who lived there.
I know, I don't. Wait.
Yeah, all your monsters are, like, stronger, so...
I have formed penis.
Okay.
Kind of a chode.
Koji Kaki is gonna have to move back. You can stay there. I didn't mean to end my turn. Putting them in defense mode. That is so weird.
Why is that weird?
I don't know, I just figured you'd be a little bit more aggressive while you have the upper hand.
Oh, while I have the upper hand. That implies that I shall lose the upper hand, the uppers of hands.
I mean, ideally, but I can't guarantee that.
Well, I mean, I kind of got a sneak peek a little bit while you were making this deck, and I was like, he's going with some... Like, I just went with cards that I don't really use. You went with cards that aren't very strong.
Well, I went with cards that we haven't used before, for the most part, because I wanted to see new monster attacks.
Yes.
Can I do something with an alcohol beast? Let's find out. Nope. Okay.
If Guardian of the Sea had been a chick, you could have gotten...
Nekogal, yeah.
I almost said Nekomaru. Could not think
No,
of the name.
he is currently preoccupied. Harvey's Feather Duster. Okay. That won't be much help with this deck because I hardly have any spell or trap cards, to be honest.
Nice.
Pulling a Joey here. I don't believe either of them get a debuff in Meadow. In fact,
Huh,
I
you did
think
use Monster
that,
Reborn.
yeah, I thought it was one of the cards, like, I thought it was that and terrain cards that we agreed on.
Your response
being
was
okay.
maybe to what I said.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. Yeah, no, it was literally maybe. It was terrain cards are absolutely valid, and also, like, I don't know, Monster Reborn, just because in my opinion, that's not, like, a game-changing card most of the time, and you were like, maybe. Fuck.
What do I do?
You flippy.
I flip you up. I do a flippy.
That was weird. I don't remember my fingers telling it to do that. Neither of us use dinosaurs ever.
Okay, Kojikaki can go over here. You can come back.
We're all a little
probably
Kojikaki.
Summon over you. Probably definitely going to be summoning over you here.
I want to see how Crab Watermelon attacks.
What, Zarigun?
What? In what way is Zari gonna Crab Watermelon?
Well, it was like a lobster, and I thought you were just saying weird things, so...
There is one that is literally green, like a watermelon, and also like a lobster.
I don't know why, I just don't think of green when I think of watermelons.
What are watermelons, my boy, on the outside?
Okay, but I think of, like, red when I think of watermelons.
Uh-huh. Flippies.
Don't tease me.
Don't tease me.
Yeah, this is gonna become a shit show. Okay.
The deck that I made you should feel very familiar because my brain was fried when I was making that deck. My strongest monster.
Do you not allow that?
If you support same enemy type, and my strongest monster is...
Yeah. Yeah, so that didn't work.
Correct.
Okay.
Also, you
That
put
was kind of
brain...
like my only...
Oh, because brain control isn't change of heart. I see.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Well, that was kind of like my
fucking
only
stomach is
play.
killing me. I don't know. I mean, I came back that one time.
Come on out, sorry, dude.
Damn, we got the red lobster out here. It's an honor to meet you, sir.
This will be a hard hit.
Now, see, that's what I didn't want you to do. I was specifically staying away because he reduces enemy power type.
By 800.
800?
I believe.
Fucking tits, my boy. That's just Onyx.
You're just Onyx.
The Pokemon look so much, are like so much cooler in the anime. Just like
Have you been watching
generally.
the anime?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've brought this up like
Oh.
50 times.
Okay.
Oh, that was 300.
Fuck. Fuck.
You got 70,000. And I do not have double movement. And also, I might fuck something up because of how bad this time. Cool. Fucking useless.
That was great. Dark plant. Plant that dark.
Oh, Flame Kerberos is mine.
Yeah. Not used to be. You're
Yoshi.
so beautiful.
Kind of looks like the. He kind of looks like the lead singer of Nickelback.
I don't. What?
He kind of looks like the lead singer of Nickelback.
Oh, my guy.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Flame Cerberus. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, back
You show me. Show me where Chad Kroger has 3 heads.
It was Kruger.
It's Kroger, isn't it?
I don't know. You look like a man who knows things.
No.
Yeah. Duh.
Strongest defense you do.
Damn it.
Okay.
Stop, broski.
Okay, bring him back. And going over him? The Dark Plant.
No, I fucked up. Oh no, I fucked up.
Well, we get to see monsters attacks.
I
Okay.
fucked up. Oh no.
He's barking at me.
Flowey.
And that was maybe the lamest attack yet.
Like,
Well,
I'm kind of biased just because it's different, so I liked it, but also just smacking somebody with a rose isn't exactly.
yeah, he was just giraffing it right there, you know?
Oh, I
Because they
fucked
slap
up.
each other with their necks. Oh, you might have really fucked up. Well, it's
Brachiosaurus! No! Oh no, this is really bad for me.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no, this is really bad for me. No.
Lucky for you, he's the only warrior I have.
Oh, that wasn't what I was talking about. That's fine. You didn't put 2 and 3 together to get 5.
Of course not, I never do.
You could have really hurt me even more. But
I don't, you see, you say that, but I never know how.
that's fine. It's on a need-to-know basis.
It kind of is, if I
And,
ever want
and
to
in-
actually win one of these fucking things, you know?
And in my eyes, you don't need to know.
Stay away from Behegon. He's not doing anything to you. Do I have a shelled monster on the field? I do. But you can't get a power-up from fucking...
That's
if
not
you
a
have
shell.
shell.
It's not a shell.
It's a shell. Fuck you.
No, it's a watermelon. The game agrees with me. Alright, well, this was unexpected.
Bench.
You're not gonna...
I mean, I guess I could. No
That
way.
you actually can't.
Yeah,
I thought you were
its
gonna hit
defense is stronger.
me.
Oh, I could have hit you, you're right. Oh,
That's a plant. That is some kind of plant. It's not a shell. I like that he covers himself.
yeah. Oh, well, I spellbound him.
Oh, no.
The worst fate.
Yes.
Anyway.
Just murmured the words amphibious to myself.
Yeah, amphibious burger off.
That says Bugroth. Why are you putting the R in front of the G?
Amphibious burger. Bugroth.
Bugroth.
It's amphibious bugroth.
Aren't we all?
Oh, you can put down some mountains and get rid of that crush terrain. Get rid of, like, pretty much most of, if not all of the rest of my meadow. Or you can put down Tears of the Mermaid. Mage. Okay. I feel like you're gonna
Fascinating.
destroy me, but
Fascinating.
I wanna see attacks.
His little face.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was wonderful.
It was. And so I went on Omegle today.
Oh no.
I just felt like harassing conservatives, you know? And
Better than caressing them.
of course. But
You really had to think about that one. Oh. You activated my trap card.
that's okay. Maybe I shouldn't. Okay. That'll be a very hard hit, but it's okay.
What's gonna
Why
hit
do
it
you
hard?
only have 1,000? Wait, hold on. Why is your life point so low?
Did you beat the shit out of me?
Oh. Okay, maybe I should have attacked then.
Well,
Oh, that's rude.
sorry, Flame Cerberus.
That's so rude.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Huh? I also would have gotten rid of Zarigan without hitting any life points. Yeah, I guess you're just... Oh, okay. Be gone. That was rude.
He doesn't. You know who has a shell? Armanite.
No, apparently he doesn't, because he doesn't get the fucking card.
It's a hat.
Okay. Fuck off.
You don't like my reasonable explanations.
Get fucked. Anyway, go ahead and make your hit on me. No. No.
Brusky.
No. Okay. This is fine. What? Oh, hello.
Okay, cool. Whatever. You won the duel.
I did. That I did. I'm.
There was really
honestly...
Okay. You if you had used your brain at any moment, you could have just revived Brachiosaurus.
Oh yeah, Brachio. I could have done that.
You know the moment where I was like, "Oh fuck, that was stupid." That was because you could have revived Brachiosaurus.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I wasn't taking that into account. Anyway, let's see what's deck.
Anyways, I like that I made you a 1601 and you made me a 1203. You see, you wanted to win.
What the fuck do you... No, that's not intentional. I don't pay attention to fucking deck cost.
I mean, neither do I, but I gave you a deck that was like, it should be familiar. And I kind of low-key just gave you a deck. Of course, you gave me 200 and fucking 600. Why is he here? He doesn't do anything.
He's here for a fusion.
Don't fuse. Neither do you. What is this?
There's another dragon he fuses with. Wait, no, I'm stupid. I forgot the card that he fuses with. I'm sorry.
I also wouldn't know it. Like...
It's Time Wizard.
Is that the only thing he fuses with? Because, like, there's 50 different things that fuse with Time Wizard.
Yeah, he's the one that I meant to... yeah. So I would go back and add Time Wizard to this deck if I could. Okay. What is your ability? Oh, my immortal. Okay. Okay. The Unhappy Maiden. And this Squirrel.
Ironically, the Unhappy Maiden would have been the better choice to fuse with the Crush card. Is it not a flip ability?
I thought it was. Is it a flip? It is a flip ability, and I'm done. It's fine. Don't worry. Okay. Make little darkness bubbles.
Darkness bubbles.
Does it look like little bubbles of darkness?
That's a mood.
Okay. Putting them down is sort of a blockade.
Interesting that you're making him run away. I
He's gonna
lived,
survive
bitch.
in the crushed terrain. Yeah.
I actually forgot
That's
that.
okay though. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk
That's
about
Zelda's
what I
attack.
saw on Omegle.
How many peeners?
Well, see, none until I decided to add in the gay tag, and then it was nothing but dicks. Just
That sounds
dick,
about
dick,
right.
dick, dick,
Yeah.
dick. And I also added an America tag, and interestingly enough, there are almost no Americans in the America tag.
God. God. God damn it. God.
Which there's no problem with that, but it's very interesting to me. You seem very
One,
upsetty.
I was responding to a text message. Two,
What? I don't know what this noise means.
it's back.
Oh no. Not that noise again.
Would you like to restart the match, or
Yeah, I guess we might as well restart the match. We're not too far in anyway.
I
Yeah, it sucks. Oh, I did have French onion soup for the first time today.
that's good.
I really enjoyed it. The texture was very pleasant for me. I kind of just got to drink it, and I enjoyed that.
I mean, that's all soup is. It's just drinkable food.
Oh yeah, but there's usually chunks in it.
It depends on what kind, because like
A
broccoli
chewy
cheddar
chunk.
soup isn't like that's pretty much just.
Which, can I just say, that sounds fucking gross to me.
If you don't like broccoli, don't eat the broccoli, but like the flavor is fine. It's kind of just a cheddary, like herby, kind of like garlic bread, but without like the tanginess of the garlic.
I guess it's just because I'm like also not a fan of cheddar.
No, cheddar's okay. It tastes more like actual cheese in soup form.
That's interesting. Is the noise still here?
No.
Okay.
Fucking Jesus.
See, Baby Dragon right there was the card I thought it fused with. I mean, I guess you can still attempt to fuse those cards. Oh, you're gonna make that a scary bird.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I want these cunts out of here.
Okay. Oh. Okay. But yeah, Omegle is just such a nightmare hellscape.
Yeah, probably.
Like, usually, on my little Omegle adventures, I meet at least, like, a few decent people. This time it was two. Just two decent people at most. And... like, I also found someone doing just full-on blackface, like...
Yeah, it's the internet.
Like, I didn't think it would, like, why? See, I know why, and I hate it. And stop getting close to me. Okay, now you're gonna make a big scary bird. Got it. That's gonna hurt like fuck. Okay. Also, have you... I know we don't necessarily follow the same people on TikTok, but I'm curious on if you are familiar with
Are you
what's been
talking with
going
the Modern
on.
Warrior and what's her tits?
Yeah, Chelsea Hart situation, yeah.
So, I know that the internet was originally with her, and now they're not with her. Now they're against her, and then the other half of the internet is still like, why are you talking about this? This is your business, not mine. At least that's what my For You page was, because I heard about it, like, the day that it happened.
Yeah, same. I just hadn't really been able to, like, talk about it with anyone.
Well, so,
It's-
sorry, I was responding to a text. I, like, did have something I wanted to say. I just got distracted immediately.
No, it's okay.
The thing is that, like, my internet was like, we support her, we support women, and she's talking about it because people need to know. And then it turned into, like... And then, like, there was, like, a decent amount of people that, like, why are you airing this out on the internet? It's not my business. It's your business. Keep it to yourself. But now, the only take that I hear from black people, from indigenous people, is... this was stupid, this happens all the time, get over it. So, yeah.
The takes that I've heard is like... oh shit. Hang on, we don't get to... I don't think we've seen Slate Warrior or Blue Crown Bird.
We are not going to see Slate Warrior attack.
You're right, we're not. Oh, there goes his... fell apart like a Lego man.
Yeah.
The general take that I've heard now from mostly like black and indigenous creators is that one, yes, y'all should handle this privately for one, and two, both of y'all are kind of doing some fucked up shit here, because the sad thing about it is you can't really hold Lance accountable for this because racists are going to use it to, you know, as just fuel to be violent towards indigenous people, and so far that's shown to be very true. Like, 2 indigenous women have been, like, flat out chased off the platform at this point. All because of the whole situation, and it sucks.
My thing is that, like, accountability, like, not being able to hold him accountable is like different than, in my opinion, that is a different concept than like also because okay, so you can deplatform somebody without also, you know, like pandering to racists.
Mm-hmm. And the thing
the thing from my point of view is that the narrative very quickly changed, in my opinion, after she confessed that it was an abortion and not a miscarriage. The narrative immediately changed from it being, yeah, that was sexual assault, to wow, you lied about it being a miscarriage. That was how it changed on my For You page immediately. And I was like, I still think it was like, I'm not going to say she was raped, but it was still not, she was not able to fully give consent.
Yeah.
And the level of sexual assault is also like, again, I don't, maybe he needs to give her some, you know, monetary reparations. I don't think he deserves jail time for it.
Yeah.
But like, also, he can still be like deplatformed without it being a, you know, like people can still be like, yeah, he's an asshole, without also being like, the white supremacists are right. I think that that's not the same thing.
I think that's true, but I think that the sentiment I've heard, for the most part, from Indigenous people, they've been like, we need to be more selective on who we choose to
Jesus Christ.
have represent our community. Hang on, I'm also doing a think here. But in general, they're just kind of thinking like, we need to reevaluate who we let represent our community, and also just, God, I'm not the right person. Neither of us, frankly, are the right person to be speaking about this, but I've just been
well,
like, thinking
mind you,
about it all
Chelsea
day.
Hurt is also a white woman, so
Chelsea.
because like that was the
Like,
thing that like I saw a few videos from a few black creators that like were talking about it, and then I saw another video from another black creator that was like, why the fuck are y'all talking about this? You're not a part of this at all. Your community is involved at all. Shut the fuck up.
mm-hmm.
So that was, yeah.
Yeah, it's, as far as Chelsea goes, like, I followed both her and Lance, right?
Yeah, I did too.
And like, she said, like, she was like, like, do not use my story as an excuse to be fucking racist towards Lance. Like, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
And
I mean, my thing is, I'm sorry if you hear my phone blowing up. The thing is that, like, at the same time, I understand where, like, because I saw a few videos from a few Indigenous content creators that were like, you can say that, and they didn't say this part, but this is what I'm gonna liken it to, because I know that this is something you will directly understand. Essentially, the sentiment was like, you can say that, but Onision also put a thing on his website that says, don't post if you're underage. That doesn't mean that, like, those words don't mean anything, because he was absolutely still reviewing underage girls' bodies. And she absolutely knew that this was still going to stoke the fire of white supremacy, even if she didn't want it to. She could have made the choice to not include it, was pretty much like, to not say anything at all and keep it to a private matter, was like what I heard from those people specifically.
yeah, I think I understand what you mean with just keeping it a private matter and not taking it public, because, and that's kind of that kind of puts into perspective like how we treat influencers and the effect that being an influencer kind of puts on people, because on some level, like, she was definitely thinking, I can get followers and profit off of this, you know? Even if that wasn't like her forward, that wasn't her like initial intention, that like, I feel like that thought is still somewhere in the back of your mind if you're an influencer.
Um, I think it's the level of like, if you have ever used the term I am an influencer, you absolutely think that way. That is how I'm going to break that down. But like, in my experience, outside of maybe Shane Dawson, old school influencers, and I put that in quotes because I still hate that term, are, in my experience, oftentimes they won't even consider themselves famous. And I say outside of Shane Dawson because I wouldn't be surprised if he did consider himself famous. And I mean, you can, wow. Like, I don't know. I think that it's also just as easy to make the argument that, like, she was just trying to protect and, like, look out for other women, but, like, and we don't know. I see that side of the argument. I see the, like, oh, like, we need to have a discussion about what informed consent is, but also, like, you have to keep in mind his ethnicity. I did hear another take from somebody else that was interesting, and I have no way to verify this, but this was from another Indigenous creator, and again, I have no way to verify this, but she said specifically that Lance's entire account was fake and curated to get into women's pants.
Yeah, I don't know if I can really believe that. And maybe it's just that just kind of boils down to how much faith you have in people as a whole.
Well, so, like, I think, like, one of the things that, is something that I heard from, like, multiple creators, Black, Indigenous, white, was, he's talking all of this shit about white people, and even if it is in the form, give me a second.
Is the mini purchase right now the only thing is the top plug is just live the switch. One the Wi-Fi is out. So I was planning on plugging this in to add more, so I can plug it pretty cool. So I'll probably just do one.
I mean, if you also, like, if you want, I can, because, like, I don't know when I'm gonna go to bed. If I end up, like, if I'm done and I know that you guys have enough room to do a text and you guys have files.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just leave it.
Yeah, okay. Right, no problem. Okay, I'm back. But, like, it was pretty much like, oh, he talks all this shit on white people, even if he is, like, whether or not, like, I think that the way that he approached the conversation was fine, regardless of whether it was actually under the, if his actual intent was to educate, or if it was just to provoke, you know, bad faith communication. Regardless, I think that his approach was fine, and I don't inherently see, I do not see a reason why we need to be gentle during conversations about just about anything, unless children are involved. That is the only time that I believe that conversations should be gentle. But one of the things that I heard from, like I said, white, Black, Indigenous, was, why is he saying all of these things, but playing, you know, not just an Indigenous woman, because I believe one of them was Indigenous, but also a white woman? Why is he going this back and forth way? Like, it just feels like, backwards was one of the, like, views that I heard on it, and, like, I mean, that's whatever if you think that somebody can be so quote-unquote hateful towards, you know, white people, but also want to sleep with them. I don't know if those two things go hand in hand, but it was something that I heard people saying. So.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, calling Lance hateful towards white people is like, I just flat out think that's like not true.
Well, I mean, mind you, him and his fans also did bully another person of color who was a teacher as well, who was saying that using the term colonizer was wrong, and because I watched another video from him, and his justification for that was, if you are calling all colonizers wrong, like all white people colonizers, I work with children, I'm not going to call the children that I'm teaching colonizers. Like that, like what is that saying to the children in my classroom? And he was torn to shreds by Lance. Made several videos arguing with him, and any influencer knows that when they make a video, their fans are going to attack that creator. So, you know. But then you have other things like Lance posting photos of himself with white students that he had in his classes. So it's not a cut and dry assumption to make that he is inherently hateful towards white people. But I'm saying that, like, those beliefs are not just from white people. And I mean, I also think that hate is inherently, like... I believe that the level of hatefulness that a person apparently is, I believe that is subjective to how you believe conversations can go. I believe that the only way you are directly being hateful is if you are inherently, like, trying to call names for no real reason. And the only justification I've heard behind that from the term colonizer, in that doesn't do anything, was somebody pointed out that term was never used until Black Panther came out. So.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like hate indicates, like, intention, you know? Like, intending to hurt someone or intending to spread, you know, hatred. Oh, I didn't think about doing that. Okay. Wow, that card really helps solve a lot of my problems. Okay. But fuck, I hate that I'm not able to coherently really put into thoughts my nuanced... Like, cause... Never mind, my brain just bad, big dumb. That's all. But the whole situation just kind of sucks in general. Like, those were two creators I actually really did look up to.
I mean, also, to an extent, and this might sound bad, I think that in general, hate is a, hate is bad, systemically horrible, the hatred that runs through the systems in our country, but person-to-person hate is almost inconsequential in the grand scheme of things, which is why ultimately, if Lance does hate white people, I don't give a fuck, because it doesn't matter. That is my point of view on that, on those kinds of things.
That, and there's not exactly like a whole system to back him up on his hate.
Yeah.
Whereas like with systemic racism, systemic homophobia, all that stuff, like that shit has a whole system to back it up, which is why it's such a bigger issue than
but that
quote
is
unquote reverse racism, which doesn't fucking exist, by the way.
That is like going into like the conversation of you know, like that is going into like the conversation on systemic racism. But like, if a white dude who is a truck driver and hauls wood, you know, from the mountains, he drives two state lines, hauls wood, he doesn't like Mexican people because he thinks they're lazy, that doesn't really change a lot in the grand scheme of the world. But when there are systems in place that stop black people from voting and Mexican people from voting, he might have voted those politicians in, but that brings up the question of, do your votes matter anyways? And I am generally on the line of not really. So even then, I don't even really think that his opinion matters, because there's a chance the election wasn't even done by him. It was done by a determining factor that has nothing to do with what we believe, is my cynical look on the world.
Yeah, I guess that ultimately does kind of come down to whether or not you think like votes actually do matter.
And yes, that is a very important like distinction to make when discussing things with people, is what is your opinion on how votes affect things? And generally speaking, I am of the opinion that they mean very little to absolutely nothing. So
yeah, I mean, at least, yeah, and I almost, like, I'm not much of a cynicist, but I kind of agree with you on that the votes, that voting kind of doesn't matter, because
I think that I do think that our votes play a factor in the presidential election, because there is a system there to elect them.
Yeah.
And yes, we do run into issues like the 2016, where the votes did not align with the Electoral College, and we had that whole conversation. But notice nobody was bitching about the Electoral College this year when the people that were bitching about it won. People were just saying that the election was rigged. They weren't saying that the Electoral College was wrong. You know?
Yeah.
That is very much a Democratic talking point. But like,
yeah, Democrats are full of shit, you know.
But you know, it's the people that are actually important in this country are not Joe Biden. He's really important right now because we're on the verge of a war, and that is what the presidential powers are supposed to be doing anyways, is war shit.
Yeah.
He's very important right now. If Russia wasn't being a fuckwad, he wouldn't matter in the majority of ways. What does matter is Congress and the House of Representatives, which we get almost no fucking say in.
Yeah. And
so
there's
no.
like a whole bunch of like, isn't there like a bunch of like nepotism and gerrymandering when it comes to the Electoral College, the Congress and House of Representatives, or am I off?
The House of Representatives is affected by us, but gerrymandering is more affected. Gerrymandering more directly dictates to local elections and the president, but the House of Representatives is somewhat affected by us, and I'm starting to...
I might have been thinking of the wrong term then.
I had you backed into a corner for a second, and I'm starting to feel like that is no longer the case.
You had me going there for a sec, but I'm starting to come back. Okay. Dokoroizo. Okay.
So Mary's starting Elden Ring.
You cut out at that.
I didn't cut out.
Oh, okay.
I'm just typing.
Oh, because like a weird audio thing happened, so I was like...
I think that was me clearing my throat.
Oh, it sounded kind of staticky on my end.
But she's starting to play Elden Ring, and she's like asking me all these questions about the classes, and I'm like, I didn't look at the majority of the classes. I just started the game. And she's like, is this class the one that is like all, like, what's all magic and what's this? And I'm like, I don't know. You should Google it. She's not. But
Hellbent on getting rid of darkness.
I'm hell-bent on doing fucking something and getting something in my fucking hands. But like, yeah, I don't know. I think that individuals have very little say in anything in this world, and that is... I mean, you need a group behind you, and mind you, white supremacists have a group behind them, a very large one, known as our government. But, like, one dude on the internet isn't capable of doing too much. He can do something, but it's not world-ending. And so, like, yes, it's worse when it's white people, because there are more of them. Well, because there's more of us in the country, but, like...
Yeah, talking mostly America-centric right now, because...
Yeah, but, like, okay, like,
that's what we have experience with.
Even if we had, you know, equal black people to equal white people, I would say that the majority of who hates each other would probably be pretty similar, because I've known just as many black people that hate white people. I mean, it's defensively, but it's still, quote-unquote, hate.
Like, you know, it's
that
more
hate,
justified, but,
yeah,
know.
It's like, there's justification behind it, but, like, it's still hate, and that's my point here, is that, like, even if Lance does hate white people, him alone is not able to do a lot, so I don't think it matters. He can build up an army, but, like, that's also fine. So, you know.
That's not fine. I don't vibe with that card you just put down.
Whoa!
That was... No.
Whoa!
Shoo.
You can kill that.
Oh, good lord.
You can kill Babu Dragon.
No. It's not my goal right now.
Not my goal right now. I'm scared. I'm so scared. I'm so very scared. What? What? You don't want to put him where he'd be stronger? What the fuck are you doing, my boy?
I have things in mind.
That's so
quiet.
Oh, my bad. My fucking bad.
Fuck my life. Okay, fine.
Top defense over Fairy's Gift. I wanted you to do it so badly. You don't understand how badly I wanted you to do that.
I don't know if you'd still be stronger in the forest, but... You're not.
You shit on Scrub?
Yeah, that's a problem.
Scrub-a-dub-dub. Rub me in my tub.
Ew, stop. Oh, not that, no.
Oh, nice. Wait, what the fuck? I had a... Did you kill it?
You can power up Vermilion Sparrow with that burning spear.
I'm aware of that. I'm confused about something else, though.
Okay.
Very confused.
awful. Awful.
You like hold too.
Well, yeah, I mean, I
No,
kinda had
yummy.
to.
No, yummy.
Okay.
See, I gave you 2 terrain cards. Well, you gave me 2 terrain cards, but like different terrains, which is not like nearly as useful.
Well, because mountains is to support your
No,
dragons.
I'm
and
aware of
beasts.
why. It just really like spreads thin the possibilities. Whereas I gave you a very like centric deck of destruction.
I like to keep things varied, I guess.
Yeah, that might be why sometimes you lose horribly. And other times you kick my
Okay.
ass when my decks are not up to par.
Yeah. How do I do this? How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this?
And of course you didn't give me Black Hole, because why would you do that, right?
I don't think I... Oh, I kind of forgot about the whole cards.
No, you hovered over it for a minute. I watched you think about it.
What's your fucking burning land?
Oh, he was getting a 500 boost. Nice.
In the forest? Yeah.
No, he was just getting a 500 boost. He's just dead now. Because I wasn't talking about Molten Behemoth, I was talking about the other one.
Oh, okay. Cool. And I didn't know.
I'm aware.
Did I flip her up?
I mean, flipping her up doesn't really do anything.
I know, but did I flip her up? Because I don't remember doing it.
She's been up for a minute.
Curses.
Speaking of curses, the Jujutsu Kaisen movie comes out this year. This month.
Dope. Dope on a rope. Okay. Oh, you put your own heavy storm down. Oh no. I stopped defense and heavy storm.
Yeah. Yeah?
I was so relying on those to win the duel.
I'm aware. Wow,
I
just
Carrot
getting rid of
Idol.
Carrot Idol like that, jeez.
Well,
For
he
a
was
weaker
fucking
monster.
spellbound. He was fucking spellbound. The fuck was I gonna do?
Not that.
Don't tell me how to do the U's. I'll do the U's how I do the U's. This is the worst place for her to be if she were to get killed here. Like, just fucking, like, damn.
Just fucking like damn.
Fucking like damn.
Fucking like damn?
Yeah, you heard of living like Larry, and now we're fucking like damn.
Abadan.
Dan Avidan can just go on forever, like, and it like
This
damn
is the
out
exact same monster, just with different... Well, this one actually has an
Yeah.
ability, though. Why there?
Just hello, Buku. What do I do? Put you here. My brain kind of just broke there for a sec. Okay. Predicament. Bye bye.
God, imagine if that had fucking...
Activated it, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been so wonderful.
Wonderful.
Dark McGickin.
Dark
No.
McGickin.
No, Dark McGickin! Dark Magician.
Dark magic attack.
Why didn't you just move? Why did you feel the need to summon the Magician of Darkness?
Because he's using the power of the Triforce.
Yeah. This is Zelda.
Yeah. Get his ass.
Too much knowledge.
Spirit of the books, more like spirit of the cooks.
Why does he look so religious? Like,
He's
what's
a
with the-
pious man. Nothing can tempt him from the machinations of God or some shit.
The machinations of
Fuck.
God? Is that what
I
you
don't
said?
know. I don't know. I eat spaghetti, and that's all that makes me happy.
Okay, Mario.
Okay. There are two races, Mario and Garfield. You either like spaghetti or lasagna. Pick a side.
A lasagna boy. Or if those are my only two options.
Yeah, you do look like someone who would enjoy lasagna.
I didn't say I enjoyed it, I said if those are my only two options. I'm not the
Yeah, but-
biggest fan of either of those. They exist.
I just still feel like you're a lasagna boy, you know? Like against your will.
Against all odds. Against all odds, the lasagna. Lasagna. Never mind.
Ugh, my eyes are filled with sand. Oh, we're breaking this out. I was hoping we would.
I'm in the
Hey,
worst
baby
fucking
dragon's right
position.
next to me.
I'm in the worst fucking position.
Yeah, no, the baby dragon's like right fucking next to me.
That's fine. Get shit
I don't
on,
know if it
scrub.
is. I don't know if it is fine.
Makes my position infinitely better. Oh, you didn't want to summon to see if you could find them and take it out first? Okay. It's fine.
You always say things that are smart.
Oh,
Like,
fucking
just shut the
Christ!
fuck up.
How many yummies did I give you?
I don't know, apparently.
I thought I
think this is
gave you
only number
two. Oh, I thought that was 3.
I think this is only 2.
Checking your hand first would have been so much more helpful for you.
I don't fucking care. No.
Fuck you.
Just eat a rat.
The fucking pea shooter. How much damage do you do? 3,000? 2,500? 3,100? Over
250.
here. 250. Fucking... Get the fuck out of my hand. Get the fuck out of my hand. Get the fuck out of my hand.
I banished thee.
Make your choice, pussy. Never mind.
What?
Nothing.
No, say it, pussy.
I don't wanna.
Why? You puss.
Oh fuck, I forgot to put him into defense mode. Defense mode. God damn it, I made so many mistakes. Fuck me. God damn it. By the way, anytime I say the words or hear the words fuck me, I hear Gordon
Gordon?
Ramsay.
Oh,
Fuck me!
he does say that.
He's British. He's not technically British.
He's like, what, Scottish?
Some bullshit. Some bullshit place that doesn't exist. You could have ended this fucking game.
No, I couldn't have. You're lying and you say dumb things.
Cool, you lost.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. No.
You fell into my trap card and it was myself.
Oh my god. Oh, yeah. I'm turning in my dueling card.
I wonder if whenever the video gets fucking uploaded, if you'll patch where you could have won.
I might, I probably will.